May I have your attention, please? My name is Dr. Michael Stewart, and I serve as the Associate Vice President of Student Affairs here at Middle Georgia State University. As we prepare to begin our ceremony this afternoon, we ask your assistance in assuring that the family member or friend you are here to see gets the recognition that they have earned. The graduate procession will begin in a few moments. We will ask you to please stand as the graduates, faculty, and platform party enter the venue. You'll be able to see the entire procession on the screens to my left and right. Any guests not already at their seat at that time will be asked to remain where they are until the procession has concluded. After the procession has concluded, guests will be able to find their seats. We do request that guests remain in their seats during the procession. A video recording will be available on our YouTube channel for you to share with family and friends. Also, professional photographers are capturing still shots of your loved ones as they make their way into the venue and across the stage. During the ceremony, all of our graduates look forward to hearing their name called as they cross the stage, so we please ask that you limit your celebrations and hold your applause until the end. I'm now stealing a page out of our provost book, and we're going to practice this real quick. So when you hear your graduate's name called, you will cheer, and then you will take it back down. So let's, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. I want everybody to cheer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, some of you can't count. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Remember that. After all of the graduates have crossed the stage, our provost will invite you to then join him as we celebrate all of our graduates. On a related note, although we believe that our graduates are important, honor graduates who are receiving bachelor's degrees are recognized with a Latin phrase given after the reading of their name. Those who graduate cum laude, which means with honor, earned a grade point average of between 3.5 and 3.7. Those who graduate magna cum laude, which means with great honor, earned a grade point average of between 3.7 and 3.9. And those who graduate summa cum laude, or with highest honor, earned a grade point average of between 3.9 and 4.0. As a final sound-related request, we do ask that you now check to see that you've silenced your cell phone. Lastly, we will request that when the ceremony ends, you exit the building and proceed outside to continue your celebration with your graduates. In the unlikely event of an emergency or evacuation during today's ceremony, we will ask you to move calmly to designated exits as we then work to communicate further instructions. So, with those preliminaries out of the way, your practice celebrations out of the way, we will invite you to enjoy the fall commencement ceremony for Middle Georgia State University.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise for the processional of our graduates and faculty.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. My name is Dr. David Jenks, Provost and Senior Vice President here at Middle Georgia State University. It's an honor to welcome you to campus. Today, President Blake and I join with MGA faculty and staff, along with parents, relatives, friends, guests, and dignitaries to celebrate our Fall 2025 graduating class. We extend our appreciation to all who have been involved in planning and preparing for today's commencement ceremony. Their efforts have made this a day to remember. On this truly special day, we celebrate the achievements of all our graduates. To acknowledge those accomplishments, over 850 students will graduate this fall. So we host 2 commencement ceremonies on campus today, and 3 took place yesterday. These smaller ceremonies provide a personalized experience, ensuring that graduates can celebrate in a way that is both meaningful and memorable. As we gather in celebration, it is also important to acknowledge the challenges and the losses we have faced over the year. I ask that we take a moment to pause and remember those who are not with us today. Please direct your attention to the stage, where you will see an empty chair draped in a black cloth. This chair represents the absence of our beloved students, staff members, and faculty members who have passed away over the year. May their legacy inspire us to continue to make a positive impact in the world and to cherish every moment we have with those we love. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor their memory. Thank you. Today, we celebrate commencement, a new beginning. For graduates, that may mean moving away from an area of comfort, leaving the spaces of learning, and possibly parting ways with close friends. This ceremony marks the beginning of a new pattern of life, a new schedule, and a new set of responsibilities. However, before all that, let us enjoy today's event and celebrate what has been accomplished. Let's take a moment to recognize just how far all of our graduates have come, while so much in their life has changed over the course of their studies. Graduates, if you're the first in your family to graduate from college, please stand and remain standing. If you're a parent while being a student, please stand and remain standing. If you're a student athlete, please stand and remain standing. If you are or have been a first responder while being a student, please stand and remain standing. If you are active duty, an armed forces veteran, or in a military family, please stand and remain standing. If you have or have had a full-time or part-time job while taking courses, please stand and remain standing. If you're proud of all the work you've done and are ready to receive your diploma, please stand and remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fall 2025 class of Middle Georgia State University. Candidates, you've received a great deal of help getting to this point. The support has come from many people in your life, including your family, friends, possibly donors of a scholarship, and members of the Middle Georgia State University community. Let's take time to appreciate those who have helped you get here today. Faculty members, please stand and remain standing. The faculty at Middle Georgia State University have certified that all candidates have completed the requirements for their respective degrees. Their continuous support and dedication to higher education enable us all to be here today. Join me in thanking them with a round of applause. It is entirely possible that several others helped you on your journey to get here today. Those in the audience, parents of our graduates, please stand and remain standing. Grandparents, please stand and remain standing. Spouses and children, please stand and remain standing. Siblings, extended family, partners, and friends, please stand and remain standing. Candidates, take a moment, look around, find your people. Think about those who couldn't be here today. Join me in another round of applause to honor those who helped you attain your goal of becoming a university graduate. And now, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Omar Shuri Houston, an MGA alumnus who graduated with a BA in music in 2024. Omar?
The dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Omar. Please be seated, everyone. 5 ceremonies and beautiful every time. Well done, sir. As you reflect on your educational journey here at Middle Georgia State University, it is important to recognize the significant impact that our donors had on your experience. Please welcome Nancy White, the Executive Director of the Foundation and Vice President for Advancement, who will give greetings on behalf of the MGA Foundation.
Greetings from the MGA Foundation. Today, each of you walking across this stage represents the very reason that our foundation exists. You are our why. Since our founding in 1969, the MGA Foundation has worked tirelessly to support students like you. Through private fundraising, we invest in scholarships, academic support, student engagement, and success initiatives. Your achievements today are our greatest reward, and we are immensely proud of you. As you take your diploma in hand and shake President Blake's hand, you will also receive another symbol of your accomplishment, a lapel pin signifying your official entry into the MGA Alumni Association. With this pin, you join a dynamic network of over 48,000 alumni around the globe. This community is not just a symbol of where you've been. It's also a powerful resource for where you are going. So stay connected, be engaged. Your continued involvement will strengthen MGA for future generations while also expanding your own professional networks and aspirations. To the proud parents, grandparents, family members, friends, and donors here today, thank you. Your support, sacrifices, and love have helped our graduates reach this extraordinary milestone. And graduates, as you move forward, never forget whose shoulders you stand on. And as you begin your next chapter, ask yourself, what kind of shoulders will I provide for those coming after me? You are a legacy in the making. I'd like to leave you with the words of a generous donor who once addressed a group of scholarship recipients and students receiving emergency assistance through our foundation. Quote, "This award came to you not only because of your need, but because of your dedication and perseverance. The funds you received did not come from a faceless organization. They came from individuals who were once where you are now and who were helped by someone else. We believe in you, and we know you will stay the course. When the time comes, we hope you will reach back and help someone like yourself, just as others have helped you. So congratulations, graduates. The world awaits your brilliance, and the MGA Foundation will always be cheering you on. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. At fall commencement, the student speaker is not a member of the graduating class, but rather the president of the Student Government Association, bringing greetings on behalf of the students who will follow in our graduates' footsteps. Kashun Barr, an Army child, serves as the Student Government Association president at Middle Georgia State University. He is majoring in aviation science and management with a concentration in flight. Since his election in May 2025, Barr has actively worked to strengthen the student voice by increasing the responsibilities of the SGA, enhancing collaboration between student leaders, faculty, staff, and hosting town halls in the community with student-focused initiatives across MGA's 5 campuses. His vision is centered on sustainable progress, empowering student leaders, and creating a lasting imprint of student success. Barr's leadership journey began with his service in the United States Army Reserves. During his time at MGA, he has embraced several leadership roles, including community assistant, OBAP president, and Phi Beta Sigma chapter president, gaining valuable insight into student life, advocacy, and the power of organization. He credits his success to the unwavering support of his family, friends, and mentors, who have continued to encourage and uplift him throughout his journey. As SGA president, Barr is committed to leaving a legacy of structured leadership, systemic growth, and enduring improvements for the MGA community. It is my honor and privilege to now introduce the 5-time commencement student speaker, who seems to get better with every opportunity, which is not easy to do 5 of these and keep the same energy level, trust me. He is fantastic. He is our representative. He is your SGA president. Please welcome to the stage, Kashun Barr.
First thing I want to say to y'all is congratulations. I want y'all to give yourselves a round of applause for y'all's hard work. I can feel the energy in the room, and I see it on y'all faces. It's like, we did it, oh my God. But to all the graduates of 2025, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your dedication in the classroom. Thank you for your dedication to yourself, and thank you for showing up. As you all transition to the next phase of your life, it is important and imperative to remember what you have learned here at this institution. Finding greatness is a lifelong achievement, and you have made your first step as an alum of Middle Georgia State University. You now possess the light of education that many of you came here to seek. Go out and be the light in the world and allow everyone you touch to be inspired. As your current SGA president, it is my hope that the institution has filled you with happiness, sadness, curiosity, and achievement. Happiness shows fond memories made and opportunities for growth. We come to college to learn about ourselves, the world around us, and others. With knowledge comes a token and a burden. A token for the gift of knowledge, but a burden of responsibility for information. What we do with it is up to us. Sadness reveals lessons learned in the journey that has taken place. Unsatisfactory results create memories of past experiences and ensures corrective action. Even at our lowest point, we still ascend higher. Curiosity shows the will to learn, and in this environment, you became creative. You know what it is like to create fun out of thin air. You all sit here as fall 2025 graduates and have the tools to reasonably research topics. Your thirst of information should not be sourced in a degree, but sourced in the answer. Look as deep as it takes to find your answer. As professionals, we shall not give up on our field. Love for the game, education, and the impact is enough to stay focused. Achievement is what we are here today to recognize. Adversity at this point, I am sure, feeling much like a second cousin. If no one has told you, I will be proud of you. Proud of the seat that you sit in. Proud of the education you have earned. And proud of the impact I am sure you will make. Just remember to reach back. The goal of alumni is to pour into the rising future. It took a village for you to get here, and upon your success, you owe it to those behind you to give something, whether it be monetary, informational, or physical presence. Be what you wanted and then some. I'm proud of you all. As the last class of 2025, I say to you, there is nothing that can stop you. I want you guys to remember the hard times and realize that at this point, it's just a memory now. You will get to where you need to be and trust in yourself and the network of others. MGA or no way, Knights lead the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Cash. Well, good afternoon. My name is Chris Blake. I have the honor of serving as the president of Middle Georgia State University. At this point in the program, it is truly an honor and a great pleasure to introduce our fall 2025 commencement speaker. Retired Major General Thomas Grabowski's military career includes serving as the commander of the Georgia Air National Guard. In this role, he oversaw 3,000 airmen in various capacities, including 2 flying wings and multiple cyber intelligence squadrons. Prior to this, he served as the Air Force Deputy of Total Force Integration at the Pentagon, determining the optimal force mix across USAF missions. Beginning his Air Force journey in 1985 as an enlisted telecommunications specialist, General Grabowski has held various command and staff positions over his 37-year career. Notably, he commanded the 116th Air Control Wing at Robins Air Force Base, Georgia, where he managed the global deployment of 16 joint STARS aircraft valued at $3.6 billion and 1,500 personnel. General Grabowski has over 2,700 flying hours, including more than 1,700 combat hours. He is an Air Force Primary Air Battle Manager and USAF Safety Board President certified. General Grabowski has a master's degree in aeronautical science from Embry-Riddle University and a bachelor's of business administration in marketing from Georgia College and State University, after spending his first 2 years at Middle Georgia College. So he is also one of our proud alums. He's a graduate of the Air Force War College and the Northcom NORAD Joint Task Force and Dual Status Commander course, as well as having had multiple civilian leadership courses, including Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government and the Maxwell School at Syracuse University and the Brookings Institute. General Grabowski continues to serve as a key military advisor on multiple strategic boards and committees. He's a military consultant to Georgia Tech's Research Institute and is the state director of the Selective Service System for Georgia. He resides with his wife, Angela, in Fort Valley, Georgia. So please, let's give a big welcome to our commencement speaker, Major General Thomas Grabowski.
Wow. Good morning. I'm not sure that I can say anything more profound than what your student president just said. Well done. But once again, good morning. It is my high honor to play a small part in this commencement ceremony today. I want to thank the university for allowing me to address this distinguished body. To the graduating class today, I'm keenly aware that I'm the only thing standing between you and the conferral of your degrees. Most of you won't remember a thing I say today, but you will remember how long it will take me to say it. So I will make my comments brief. But first, let's take one more moment to acknowledge the family members, friends, and faculty who helped get you to this important day. Graduates, please stand one more time and join me in applauding the people in your lives who invested their time, made sacrifices, and provided unwavering support to make this moment possible. Thank you. Please be seated. When the university invited me to speak at your commencement, quite frankly, I was surprised. You see, I also hold a two-year degree from this institution. It was awarded to me in 1988 at the Cochrane campus. However, I had a great time in college, and fortunately, I got the grades to prove it. Which is why I am certain that President Blake and Dr. Jenks did not review my GPA before they asked me to speak today. Today is an important milestone, one to celebrate with friends and family and to reflect upon with pride. But your education doesn't end when you walk across the stage. In fact, it's just beginning. I want to share with you a few lessons I have learned since graduating. First and foremost, I quickly realized the world did not owe me a living. As an American, we're blessed with rights, freedoms, and liberties that many around the world can only dream of. But even our founding fathers didn't guarantee success or happiness. They promised only the pursuit of happiness. Only about 8% of the world's population has a four-year degree or higher. Your degree will open doors, but it's up to you to step through them and put your education to work. As my former boss, General Tom Carden, often reminded me, success comes from getting in the boat every day and rowing hard. Some days will be easy, others will be difficult, but you must row consistently. And when you're tired, discouraged, or ready to quit, those are the days you need to row even harder to pursue your happiness. Second, contrary to what your parents and grandparents may have told you, you are most likely not special or unique. At least not yet. I quickly realized after graduating I was average at best, so I had to identify my sustained competitive advantage over my peers. For me, it was work ethic. I knew I'd never be the smartest person in the room, but I committed to outworking everyone in the room. Here's a personal tip. Don't just meet your boss at work, beat your boss to work. Third, you must embrace critical feedback and don't take constructive criticism personally. I barely remember the praise and accolades I've received over the years, but I vividly remember every single time a supervisor, instructor, or mentor called me on the carpet for a mistake I had made. I didn't like it at the time, but the harsh feedback was critical to my development, and I became better because of it. Fourth, communicating, the hardest thing to do. With all the advanced communication devices at our disposal today, you'd think it'd be easy, but as technology has improved, our human communication skills have declined. In the workplace, constantly ask yourself, who needs to know what I know? Communicate not just vertically up the chain to your boss, but down the chain to your teammates and horizontally to your colleagues. And I don't mean abbreviated text messages, emojis, or TikTok videos. Craft clear, concise, and correct correspondence that leave no room for ambiguity, and be prompt with your responses. Here's some more pro tips. Don't underestimate the power of a handwritten note or letter. It will have impact. Don't be afraid to make an actual phone call, and make eye contact during face-to-face engagement. Most important, actively listen to the people that you are speaking with. Now, some advice on teams and leadership. Understand the mindset of the people that you're working with. Managers are focused on enforcing compliance and standards. Leaders want to set a vision to inspire others. And innovators don't care what others think. They aren't looking for approval. When it comes to leadership roles, remember, it's leadership, not likership. As a leader, you're accountable for everything the organization does or fails to do. And when crisis strikes, stay calm and pause before reacting. First reports are almost always wrong. Be ready to answer these three critical questions. What did you know? When did you know? And what did you do about it? Most importantly, remember, as a leader, you can delegate authority, but the leader can never delegate responsibility. Finally, protect your professional reputations. Ask yourself, how am I perceived? Does your video match your audio? Don't waste energy pretending to be someone you're not. People will eventually see through it. Another tip, my 10-80-10 rule. 10% of your colleagues will think you're amazing. 10% will think you're an idiot. Ignore both of those extremes and focus on the 80% in the middle. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Don't fear failure, and when you do fail, and you will, own it. And my last piece of advice, what your boss finds interesting, you should find fascinating. Congratulations on your achievement. Now go forth, row hard, and best of luck in your pursuit of happiness. May God bless every one of you, the University System of Georgia, and the United States of America.
Major General Grabowski, in gratitude for your time and thoughtful words for us today, an honorarium has been given to the Middle Georgia State University Foundation in your name. Nancy White, VP of University Advancement, Executive Director of the Middle Georgia State University Foundation, has a small token of our appreciation and a quick picture. Thank you, Tommy and Nancy. On behalf of the Middle Georgia State University faculty, it is my honor to congratulate the Fall 2025 graduates on this special occasion. Commencement is a time to recognize your academic accomplishments, so we join your family and friends in celebrating your success. Are you all, did you want to walk across the stage? Is that? Is that something you wanted to do? Did anybody want to see him walk across the stage? Yeah? Okay. I suppose we could do that now. We'll squeeze it in. As we call the name of the degree candidates, graduate students will be called first within each school. These graduate students will be hooded. Hooding is the first of two important academic rituals here that take place during the commencement ceremonies, and it is reserved for graduate students and will be performed by the School of Arts and Letters Dean and the School of Computing Dean, who will place the hood over the candidate's head. This action symbolizes the passing of knowledge from the academic community to the graduate and signifies the graduate's inclusion into that community. For the hooding, graduate students, your last test. This is it. You won't get anything else. You'll get a last lecture in a minute from the president, but the last test. As you walk across the stage, you'll see a yellow square here. Hand your hood to the dean who's up on the higher platform, turn, face the audience, and the dean will put the hood over your head. Then you shake hands, stop with the president. That's important. Everybody remembers the hood forgets to stop with the president, and he's the only one that'll tackle you and stop you. He lives for these pictures. I mean, he looks peaceful, but he hits hard. Pictures. For the undergraduate students, you will just have shake, shake, picture. Do not forget the picture. And now, oh wait, you guys already, Michael Stewart stole so remember Michael Stewart's rehearsal from this morning. He did a good job, didn't he? The man in purple, you guys remember him? Yeah, the graduates didn't see that, but the audience did, so we'll be in good shape. And now, assisting with the presentation of degree candidates, our President Blake, academic deans, Dean Wooten, Dean Kuhang, and Dean Balding, our registrar, Miss Angie O'Neill, and our commencement caller, Dr. Jennifer Brannon.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Brannon, Vice President for Student Affairs, and it is my pleasure to call forth each of the graduates participating in today's ceremony. Candidates for the graduate degrees for the School of Arts and Letters, please come forward when directed to receive congratulations from Dean Wooten, Dean Balding, Provost Jenks, and President Blake. For the School of Arts and Letters, Master of Arts, Alexis Simone Chandler. Shalandria L. Davis. Sydney Scott. Shamanika Clark Stevenson. Candidates for undergraduate degrees in the School of Arts and Letters will receive congratulations from Dean Wooten, Provost Jenks, and President Blake. Darielle Fakir, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. And legit. Kayla Angele Gibbs. Michaela C. Johnson, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Deborah Skelton, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. The BA in Interdisciplinary Studies, Natalie Allen, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Marlene Duran, Dean's List Scholar. Jacob Eves, President's List Scholar. Kyle Maleki Mackey. Shannon Mogerson. Skateria Rozier. Kristen Nicole Williams. For the BA in New Media and Communications, Galila Aguilar. Adriana Hollingshed. Gina Renee Tripp, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Corey Danielle Worrells, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. For the BA in Music, Ashlyn G. Corbin, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. BA in Art, Summer Madison Davis, President's List Scholar. Quindavius Moffitt. For the A, did I call your name? Quindavius? Quindavius Moffitt, go on. A in core curriculum, Jayla Chatham, President's List Scholar. Candidates for the graduate degree in the School of Computing will be receiving congratulations from Dean Kuhang, Dean Balding, Provost Jenks, and President Blake. For MS in Information Technology, Jeanette Monique Adams. Ronald Lamont Babb II. Melinda Dawn Barron. Rima Chaya. Juan Cortez. Abner Jason Delgado. Catherine Eubanks. Emily Alexandra Fitz. Antoine Jarrell Grimes. Selena Gabri Harrison. Brianna Howard. Alexis Shanice Jackson. Abby Deanna Jennings. Robert Clay Jury. Ramesh Kathrujo. Tyson Lattimore. Carlton Mason. Namal Muth. Sinette Payne. Blake Thomas Phillips. Paulo Jericho Sison Quineno. Alyssa Ruth Rainey. Treasure Reese.
Jose Antonio
Hazen Valadares. Jose Antonio Hezende Valadares. Javaris Wade Ross.
Sangita Shrestha. Say it again.
Sangita Shrestha. Destiny M. Staten. Chadwick Stoltz. Lalivia Zandria Taylor. Storm Tuchek. Samuel Everett Williams. Candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the School of Computing will receive congratulations from Dean Kuhang, Provost Jenks, and President Blake. BS in Computer Science, Ryan Carmen. Sue Jin Lee, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Thien Pham, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Rodney E. Adams, Jr. Amir Alamin. Whoop. Magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Taylor Devon Clark, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Catherine Harden Culver, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. D'Angelo Quentin Gonzalez. Hold on a second. Kevin Benjamin Green. Calvin D. Foster, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Austin Griffin. Matthew C. Hayjack. Isaiah L. Hamler, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Haley M. Harper, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Zachary H. Hendricks. Giovanni Joaquin Juarez, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar.
Jamari Laidler.
Jamari Laidler. Amber Leary, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Jacob Logan. German Keontae Lucas, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Samantha Lancaster Merkerson, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Jerry Garcia Nava, magna cum laude, President's List Scholar. Matthew L. Parrish, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Joseph Reeves, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Emily Suzanne Schonow, summa cum laude, President's List Scholar. Destiny Slaughter. Amaya Thais Smith. Gabrielle Allen Smith. Brianna Danielle Terrell, cum laude, President's List Scholar. Nadia Jengay Tiny Tico, magna cum laude, Dean's List Scholar.
This one's Terrell.
Caleb Terrell, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. Justin T. Thigpen. Ryan Michael Turner, cum laude, Dean's List Scholar. David Underwood. Swam Tet Zaire. The certificate for financial technology got Anika Watson.
Very well done, graduates. I think if I had to grade you, I'd give you an A+ on that. And one of these days, we're going to have to create a feedback loop, because as I always wait for the last person to walk and sit down, I know everybody else can see it, and people start realizing, oh, he's waiting for the last person to sit down, but the graduates can't see that person. And y'all just look at me like, are you going to start talking, or is this guy broken? President Blake, on behalf of the faculty, I proudly present these candidates who have now satisfied all requirements for graduation and ask that you confer upon them their respective degrees.
Thank you, Provost Jenks. So in these next few seconds and few words, we signal and symbolize a transition from that of a candidate to now a graduate, and also a new chapter in your lives. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree or certificate you have so diligently pursued, with all the rights and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations! Now, we have one other little tradition in this ceremony to celebrate that transition from being a student to now a member of our alumni family of 48,000 plus around the globe, and your introduction to that family. We're going to do a little tradition in a moment regarding the hat that you're wearing. If you, wherever you've got this is tied on, I can't undo it, but I'd like you to put yours on the right side. And you're bright people, you know the difference between right and left. Put it on the right side. That traditionally means you are still not complete. We know you are, but we're going to have our alumni welcome you, because over here are people who have sat in that seat and received their degrees before, over the last few years, and we're going to welcome them back. Please come along, alumni. So they are going to stand in front of the first row, and then after you've said hello and introduced yourselves, they are going to turn the tassel from your right side to the left, formally welcoming you into that new alumni family. And then you're going to do it the row behind and the row behind and so on. You follow, you've got a degree, you should be able to do this. So would you stand? Let's all stand now. Say hi to the people in front of you. Introduce yourself. Wait for the first row. Wait for the first. Do not do anything yet. We're going to count down. We're going to count down. First row will then do the second, third. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2025. Welcome, new alumni. Please be seated. Please be seated. Now, you have your degree, you have your diploma, you're a member of the new alumni family, but I, as president, get the final lecture, and it's very brief, and there's no test on it. The test is the one that you heard from the general. It's the way that you are going to conduct yourselves, make a difference, and live your lives in the attitudes you will bring to doing so. But I do have one very important request. Everyone in this room, and many others not in this room, some of whom may not be with you anymore, but they all helped you get here. And there's a truth there, that this accomplishment, achievement is yours. You have earned this degree individually, but you are asked as a member of the MGA family to now go out and serve the common good by sharing your knowledge and your wisdom and your values with others, so that they can find that pursuit of happiness too. Your degree has been given to you to allow you to grow, but I ask you as the president, please make sure that your professions grow, your communities grow, your places of worship grow, and your families grow because of what this university can be to you. We will be finishing shortly in just a few minutes, but before we finish, we're going to celebrate the fact that this is now your alma mater, in Latin, that means your old mother, which for all the mothers in the world, including my own, that is meant with respect and affection. It's not meant in any way as a negative, but the alma mater, your old mother, will be Middle Georgia State for the rest of your life. And so when we became a university, we wrote our alma mater, and we're going to hear and listen on the screens to a rendition of it by the MGA Chamber Singers, directed by Dr. Rebecca Lanning, and I would ask us all please to stand for the rendition of the alma mater.
Through the rolling hills of Georgia, in the heart of the great beach state, future-shaping lives, the quest is ours to take. With boundless possibilities and the lessons of the past, we sons and daughters of MGA, our friendships ever last. We knights of truth and honor, with knowledge as our sword, we raise our voices loud and clear, our hearts at MGA.
Hey. So, graduates, some housekeeping. 3 quick housekeeping points. Firstly, a lot of people have worked tirelessly over the years, but in recent weeks and months, to plan specifically this ceremony. I'm not going to mention who they are and all their names, but so many of them have wanted you to have this ceremony and to have the best that we can do. Would you please join me in a round of applause of gratitude to those who have done that? Secondly, I had the honor of shaking each of your hand, which means, in effect, if you were towards the end, you'd been shaking hands with about 200 other people's germs and all of that. It's lunchtime. Do not go straight out and grab a sandwich and put it in your mouth before you wash your hands, remember? That's important. There's lots of germs going around. It's wintertime. And thirdly, I would ask our distinguished guests and visitors, would you be kind enough, please, to stay until the graduates have recessed and then meet your graduate outside so that we're not all getting in front of each other here. And with those housekeeping points finished, I have the honor and the duty to declare that these 2025 commencement exercises are now concluded. Go Knights!